Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well, prepared. It's Monday, start of a new week and a decisive week. And I can already anticipate you that this week finally we will have some official news on Juventus social media. Am I already sharing you some inside information I received from Juve? No, but I started thinking logically, and you can do it yourself at home or whatever you are. Open your calendar and check what day is Friday. Friday, we are the 30th of June. Football terms, what does that mean? That on Friday, the season 22-23 is finally over. We close it. And the financial books of Juventus are also closed. That means that everything that will happen from Saturday is entering in 23-24. Saturday we start a new season, but also officially the Mercato will be open. I know that some players already signed with new clubs, that they were already announced, like Gundogan as a free agent at Barcelona and so on and so on. But the contract of every new player is starting on the 1st of July. Now, what does that mean for us, Juventini? A lot of things that we have to monitor this week and closely, because we will speak about it this week. The first one is Giuntoli Cristiano on Friday evening, so after 6 p.m, when the month is closed. He will speak in a kind of congress with other sporting directors in Italy to kind of launch and start the Mercato 23-24. In what name will Cristiano Giuntoli speak on Friday evening? Still as a Napoli sporting director? As a free guy without job because he found an agreement to leave Napoli? Or already representing Juventus, probably in his first hours as a Juventino? So this week we'll really speak about Cristiano Giuntoli, that I always told you, for me, it's the first big thing that Juventus needs to do. Then we will speak a lot this week about two players. I don't know if you know, but Cuadrado and Rabiot on Friday, it's officially their last day with Juventus, except of course if in the week they found an agreement to extend their contract with Juve. Otherwise, it's over. From the first, they are not Juve players anymore. And then we will also monitor on Thursday the possible arrival of Timothy Weah, that could potentially do his medical test in La Continassa, the first real new face that will arrive in Torino. A lot of things that we have to monitor. Then, ragazzi, I have good news, I have bad news. The good news is that for the people that loves Mercato, there will be even more names. The quantity of the news that you will receive from Saturday on will increase dramatically. A lot of news. You will hear new names, some that you will like, some that you will not like. The bad news, unfortunately, is that you will have so much quantity that unfortunately the quality of these news will not always be the best one. Ragazzi, let's speak honestly. At the moment there is no football. Nobody is playing except of Euro 21 and so on, but club football is stopped at the moment. On top of that, school has been stopped. A lot of people are annoying themselves at home. And what is the danger of social media? That a lot of people have nothing to do and they launch some trolls. They launch some fake news. And also, if nothing is happening, even the professional journalists are launching some news that not always are really credible. We will go to two big news that happened this weekend, and I didn't even react on or jumped on it. Federico Chiesa and Max Allegri. One that apparently was dancing on an anti-Juve chant, and the other one that was about to say yes or say no to a Saudi Arabia club. And in the meanwhile, we also speak about Adrien Rabiot. Ragazzi, we are here starting a new week, but also we are continuing the streak of maximum of likes on the video, because for 8 consecutive videos we reached the minimum of 500 likes. We start a new week. Let's continue. Let's arrive at 9, 10, 11. So I just need for you to put a maximum of likes, subscribe to the video if you didn't yet. Federico Chiesa, important one. This weekend I could have jumped on the video speaking about Chiesa and being frustrated and angry and pissed off about our number 7. I could have spoken about Max Allegri. Maximum of views is going to Saudi Arabia. I didn't. I preferred to wait a bit to double check, because the big news of this weekend was that Federico Chiesa was at the wedding of Bastoni, Inter player, and at a certain moment he was jumping and dancing on an anti-Juve chant. that was posted on internet. A lot of people were sharing that news, and a lot of Juventini were pissed off with Federico Chiesa. He doesn't deserve to stay at Juve. Out of my club, disgusting person, we don't want to see you anymore, how dare you. Some other people, it's because of Max Allegri, because he's playing with a 3-5-2, and that's why Federico Chiesa is jumping and dancing on an anti-Juve chant. It was a total disaster. Then, he doesn't deserve the 8 million euro that he was asking for, and so on and so on. Well, ragazzi, I told you, a lot of trolls online, because that has been one of the biggest trolls of last week. It's not Federico Chiesa in that video that was viral at a certain moment. Federico Chiesa was not even at the wedding of Bastoni. First he started with some people that were saying, but it's not normal because I'm on holiday and I have a picture of Federico Chiesa. He's not at the wedding of Bastoni. Then even the agent had to speak and he said, no, Federico Chiesa was not jumping and dancing on that anti-Juve chant, one. And two, he was not even at that wedding. So that guy that you see in that video is not Federico Chiesa. Pay attention. Double check. Always. Like the news of him asking 8 million euro to renew with Juve. The agent also in that occasion said, we didn't even sit with Juventus to speak about the contract renewal. And anyway, he didn't ask for 8 million euro. He didn't ask at the moment for a contract renewal or a salary increase. I told you, if you go back to the videos, that you always have to check who is launching some rumors, even if they are journalists. The one that was launching that rumor is the one that is writing for Gazzetta dello Sport, and specifically the name, Marco Guidi, the one that was speaking about Kenan Yildiz. And on social media, he was saying, I don't really believe in it. So writing some news on a paper and saying, I don't really believe in it. It's a guy that is speaking about Juve on Gazzetta dello Sport, but not really the biggest fan of Juve. So pay attention to who is reporting what. Not only trolls on social media, but also journalists. Try to wait and calm down before starting insulting players or making yourself an idea saying it is unacceptable. And that's why sometimes it's better to wait, not being the first one, but waiting to have reliable resources. And that's about Federico Chiesa. If you tell me, Beppe, but we are not sure, wait, because sometimes we have news. This week, when I told you that there was the possibility that Rabiot could extend it, already a lot of insults around Adrien Rabiot. He has no offers from other club, nobody wants him, he's selfish, he's egoistic, he's thinking about himself, he's greedy, he wants the money, he stays at Juve, and mamma mia, a total disaster. Immediately. I'm not defending Rabiot, but look at Gazzetta dello Sport, Corriere dello Sport and Tutto Sport of this morning. The three papers are saying the total opposite. The first one, Gazzetta dello Sport, is saying Juve, Rabiot scappa, Juventus, Rabiot is running away. From Juventus is running away. Contacts with Manchester United, the renewal of Rabiot is far away. The Bianconeri are preparing the offer for Milinkovic-Savic. Corriere dello Sport, Juve la verità, blah 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 blah. Rabiot about to sign, and then in small letters, mid-week, so this week in the middle of the week, Rabiot will extend with Juve. But they are just saying two total different versions. One that is leaving, the other one that is staying. Then the third one, Tutto Sport, is saying Rabiot, occhio, pay attention to Milinkovic. Juventus is confident about the contract renewal of Rabiot, but if something happens in the meanwhile, if it doesn't happen, they are ready to go on Milinkovic-Savic. So three papers, three total different news on the same day, the same morning. One is saying that he's leaving, one that is renewing with midweek, already telling you when, and the other ones we don't know. Ragazzi, what are we speaking about? What are we really speaking about? Then, if you're looking at Rabiot, what do we know? That there are some offers. Not like some people were saying there are no offers for Adrien Rabiot. There are offers from Premier League, from everywhere in the world for the club. Then, maybe he's not interested in the offers. Maybe he wanted more salary. Maybe he wanted clubs that were more elite. We don't know. We just know that Manchester United, like last summer, is again taking contacts with Rabiot. And this is a fact also reported by The Athletic, but also speaking with a lot of people and the entourage, he has some offers. He didn't say yes at the moment because he's still thinking about staying at Juve in a comfort zone, where he already proved that he was able to do his best of his career, and so on and so on. So we don't know. We will know this week. Then, what else do we know? That indeed, Rabiot's future is important for Juventus, because if Rabiot is staying, we say goodbye, probably forever, to Milinkovic-Savic. If Rabiot is leaving, we can go on Milinkovic-Savic, that has only one more year of contract. So this week is super important, but at the moment, nobody knows what Rabiot will do. And we go towards another topic, Allegri. I told you that I wanted to speak about it. How is it possible? And that's my big question. How is it possible that 10 different journalists are giving you 15 different information about Max Allegri's future? Yes, 10 journalists with 15 different information, because some of the journalists are even giving 2 different versions. Guys, it's totally crazy. Fabrizio Romano is confirming, and we are speaking about Fabrizio Romano that doesn't care about Juve. And when he's tweeting, it's that we are 99.9% sure about the news. It's not that I like Romano or not that I'm sure that he's always saying that. No. But he has 16 million followers on Twitter. If you're looking at all the other social networks of Fabrizio Romano, he has that much credibility that when he's speaking about Max Allegri, it's not for the likes. It's because he knows that indeed there was an approach multiple times from Saudi Arabia club, not Al Nasser, the club of Cristiano Ronaldo, but al-hilal, that is on Max Allegri. And he refused apparently. But other persons on Gazzetta dello Sport are saying, yes, there is an offer, yes, he's thinking about it, yes, he's about to give his dismissal, he will leave Juventus. On Monday the 26th, so today, he will give officially his dismissal to Juve and he will join the Saudi Arabia club. Then the other journalists are saying, no, there is not even an offer. So you have so many things that you don't know. The only thing is that, of course, we have, like Tuttosport was writing yesterday, the Guardiola effect. What is the Guardiola effect? Guardiola effect is that a lot of supporters, but from whatever club, when they like a news, when it's the news that they like, they tend to really believe in it. And the other people that are telling you the reverse, they don't believe in them. Suddenly, the people that are giving you the information that you want, they are starting to be credible, reliable, and the other ones are not anymore. They are selling crap, they don't know, they want to defend Allegri. What is the big story behind it about the ones that are saying yes, but he will say no? And that Allegri wants to send a message to Juventini, look how much money I am refusing for the love of Juve. Ragazzi, this story has nothing to see about love for Juve or not. I will tell you how it is, and quite simple. We have to split professional and private. Did you already put yourself in the shoes of Max Allegri and thought about the fact that he has already enough money for his standards? We are not speaking about someone that is earning €1,000 a month. We are speaking about someone that is earning million a month. And maybe he doesn't necessarily see the will of going to €30 million a year. Maybe it's not even necessary for him. He already probably invested in some houses, some apartments that he's renting and whatever. He has some entries extra than football. And he doesn't want to because he made a choice to stay with his family. It has nothing to do with love for Juve or not. And then also the fact that he knows that leaving Juventus or big European football today, there will not be anymore a future for him as a big team coach, because that means that's the end of the career. You win a lot of money, but you give up on your career. And also the fact that he wants to try to not finish with a bad note and a bad record on Juventus, because he believes in himself and in the fact that he can win something. Am I promising you that he will realize it, that he will be able to do it? No, I don't know. If you're looking at the last 2 seasons, it's more a no than a yes. We know it, we spoke about it. I said myself, I think it's best for Max to leave Juventus or for Juve to stop with Max Allegri. But I believe in also private decisions that are influencing. Not always the money is decisive when you already have money. Not always thinking about the challenge for money is putting you in a position that you are happy, and then you come back and you will train whatever, Manchester City or Real Madrid. No. So I can already see the why there is a no. Then ragazzi, we have so many information that at the moment I'm sure that tomorrow there will be a new news about Allegri, and we will forget about the fact that Scannavino officially said he will be the coach of Juventus 23-24. Ragazzi, tomorrow, on the 27th, on the 30th, maybe on the 1st of July, they will say it's over with Max Allegri, and that will be the real news. But today there is no. So pay attention to who you are reading and what news they are reporting. Anyway, Giuntoli, will he arrive or not? We don't know, but from the moment he arrives, he will have to pay attention to some priority. What is the priority? Deciding finally who is the big name that you will sacrifice on the mercato. Will it be Chiesa? Has so many offers, because we spoke about the fake news about him dancing on that anti-Juve chance, which was fake. We spoke about the fake news of him asking for 8 million euro to renew with Juve. But on the other hand, what is sure that he has some offers from Premier League, from Bundesliga, and from other leagues. There are some clubs interested in Chiesa. They are indeed not always the best relation in terms of what formation are we playing with him and Max Allegri. If we are really going towards a 3-5-2, it can potentially be a problem for Federico Chiesa. On the other side, Dusan Vlahovic has always been a potential guy that could leave Juventus since the first day of May. We were already speaking about him. And then Tottenham is on Gleison Bremer. I told you that these are the three big names. One, if not possibly two, could leave Juventus. So a decision will have to be made by Giuntoli from the moment that he arrives. If not, well, then it's Manna. But forget about names like Firmino. A lot of people told me, Beppe, what about Roberto Firmino? Can he join Juve? He's a free agent. Ragazzi, we have a different competitor now on top of Premier League. I was maybe even thinking, at a certain moment, Premier League will have so many players that they will have to go on sales with the players that they don't want to anymore. And I was thinking that maybe Italy, Bundesliga, La Liga could take the good players still on sale from Premier League. And no, because there is a new factor, Saudi Arabia, that is taking all these players, some at the end of their career, like Cristiano Ronaldo, Benzema, but also other players like Neves from Wolverhampton, that is still 26 years, Conte, that is 32, Firmino, end of the career, yes, but still a player that could potentially have done something at Juve for 20 million euro per year. Something out of this world. Italy can't compete with that. So we'll have to make our champions at home. Like, for example, Rovella, that played fantastically well in the two first games with Italy under 21, and stopping, because probably will not even have the opportunity anymore to go for players like Paredes, because it's impossible. So let's build them in our home, even if it's on loan, but let's go for them. Like a Parisi that yesterday scored his first goal with the under 21, that is closer and closer to Juventus. Ragazzi, there is another news that I wanted to share with you about exit mercato. We were speaking about the fact that Juventus is possibly refusing to go on Conference League to make sure that they are not penalized for the Champions League of 24-25. I will come back on Conference League because it's a big topic. When it will be official, probably we'll speak about it. But one of the problems if Juventus is playing one competition only is that probably we'll have an overload of players that will not play anymore. Because if you're playing 3-4 competitions, you can rotate, especially at you with all the injuries, you are obliged to rotate. But having two goalkeepers with the strength of Szczesny and Perin, one is too much. And if Szczesny has always been on the market because he was earning a lot, and that we can still gain some money if selling him, well, he said officially, I stay until 2025. Stop speaking about it. I don't leave Juve. So who is the other one that could leave? Not Pinsoglio, but probably Perin. And there are some offers already from Fenerbahce in Galatasaray. Will it happen or not? I have no idea. but pay attention to the goalkeeper position, with maybe an Audero, much cheaper, coming back from Sampdoria, that is in second division now, that could be again the second goalkeeper of Juventus. Ragazzi, that was it for the video of today. I told you, pay attention to the fake news. I will try to always double check before speaking about it. Not that I will always be right, but pay attention. Before jumping on conclusion, calma, and we will try to survive all together the mercato from Juventus. Grazie, forza, Juve.